this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. Botching pregnant sends her lapdogs after JT and Sweetie. And on top of that, she's being exposed for going broke yet again. So it was revealed by an entertainment lawyer. Okay, the entertainment lawyer spilled his tea that said this former A+ list rapper, I don't remember Botching Pregnant ever being A+ list rapper, but you know, people have their opinions. Said is quietly trying to sell one of her homes, but she really upside down on it. She may have let it go to foreclosure because she can't make the payments. Now, allegedly, this is her Atlanta home. Okay, that's the hot tea. You know, that is the Atlanta home, which is a beautiful mansion, by the way. He allegedly is trying to sell it for $6 million, quietly. And the streets are saying that she is trying to have this sold behind the scenes, but the market is not that great right now. And this is an expensive mortgage. And the reason why she wants to sell, because she couldn't afford the payments on the house. Now, if you guys remember, last year, she did not pay her rent. Now, it was reported last year that Cardi B and Offset were being sued for not paying rent and causing damage to a house they were renting. And they were being sued by their landlord. Now, TMZ have reported that according to the landlord, they were behind on rent and utility payments when they left. Now, allegedly, according to the landlord, they hadn't paid rent for 9 months. And they were supposed to pay roughly around $50,000 a month, which, you know, 50,000 times 9 is like $450,000. Now, to make matters worse, the owner said that they found significant property damage once Off the Cheat and Botching Pregnant left, including permanent scratches on the tile floors, rugs, curtains, broken furniture, holes in the walls, and burn marks on things like tables, counters, and cabinets. And, you know, the landlord was suing for an additional $85,000. Currently, there is no update if, you know, the landlord settled with Botching Pregnant and Off the Cheat behind the scenes. But it looks like Botching Pregnant is low on her coins because she only got one album. She hasn't been on tour. She don't really got any major brand deals, okay? And on top of that, you know, she's not selling no music. We just talked about how the Rob 49 collaboration flopped, you know, so she's in a bit of a pickle, you know, allegedly. According to these people, she broke to the landlord and, you know, people are saying she's selling her house. So if you're selling your house and you can't pay rent, you might be going broke. Now, this is ironic since she told Icespxce that, you know, Icespxce could not see her in money or in real estate. You know, that's what she told Icespxce, but allegedly that ain't true. Now, this is what Botching Bitter had to say on Spaces about the situation.
Me and also bought the house in 2019, right? Right? She's like, what? It was like 5.5, 5 point something, 5.5. Now the house is worth $7 million because it's 6 acres, is in practically Buckhead, like right on practically Buckhead. It's one of the most expensive streets. If I want to sell that house today, me and also could sell that shit in a blink of an eye because everybody always want to buy our fucking. Just due to the fact that we're not really there. And but we don't want to sell our house. Hold on. But we don't want to sell our house.
So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, moving on to Doja Badu. Now, Katie revealed in a new interview with Capital FM that Woman by Doja Cat is one of her current favorite songs in the interview. Now, she lists a whole bunch of songs, but she mentioned Doja. And I low-key think she wants a Doja collaboration because she mentioned Doja first. And my whole thing is Woman is old. You could at least, said the town is dead or Agora Hills. Just admit you want a collaboration, okay, Katie? Because Woman came out in 2021 and Doja Cat has released music since then. Woman is fire, though. It's a fire collaboration, but I think you want a collaboration from Doja Cat. That's why you mentioned her. Now, also, Alicia Cara, you guys remember her. She had that song with, I think it was Khaled and Logic. You don't know what song I'm talking about, but she used to be popping back in the day. She's not popping no more. But she revealed to Zach Zhang that she wrote a song for Doja, but ended up keeping it for her upcoming album. It was kind of like a dancey pop song. I was working with a producer who works with Doja Cat. I wonder if it was Dr. Puke. Interesting. But I know Doja Cat don't really mess with Dr. Puke no more. She said, I'm gonna write like a Doja Cat song or something. And obviously she writes her own music, so she wouldn't take the song anyway. We ended up changing the production completely to sound like a song of mine. So let me know how y'all feel about that. I don't understand why she would think she can write a song for Doja Cat. Like, we already know Doja Cat writes and she produces her own music. So that was a chop. But it seems as though a lot of female artists want to work with Doja Cat because Doja Cat poppin'. And she can help you stay on the charts. So, I think that's why a lot of these women want to work with Doja Cat. That's why they're mentioning her. Because she's one of the most popular female rappers in the game. Now, moving on back to Botch and Pregnant, it looks like she is sending her lapdogs at JT and Sweetie. Okay? So, basically, it has been reported that JT's City Cinderella debuts at number 27 on this week's Billboard 200 album chart, selling 26,000, okay, first week. Which, a lot of people are saying that is low. Let me know if this is a bop or flop for JT. And so, Botch, Ken Barbie, I'm going to say this and I'm done with it. No record label is investing in a project to only get 26,000 back. Regardless of who you like, keep the same energy. Moi. Okay? So that was shade to JT. Then the science experiment also said, I'm done with it. The conversation was about the delusion of JT calling Cardi a flop, but not doing better than her. Then the fan, who she responded to, is bringing up a list that she wasn't above her in. Like the plot is lost. Then Gorilla Glue posted a meme of Nene Leakes, which, Nicki Minaj does, okay, to troll the girls. And my whole thing is, Gorilla, you only sold 6,000 or 5,000 more than JT. I don't understand how y'all can brag when none of y'all can sell over 100,000 first week. I'm completely lost. Then Botch and Pregnant responded to a fan and basically said that her flops do better than JT and the other girls in the industry. She also said this on Spaces.
Week and a half, but I've been laughing for 2 weeks straight. Lesson learned. Don't let Twitter gas y'all. Don't let Twitter gas y'all. Anyways, my turn.
Ash Miracle.
Twitter's always gonna gas y'all. One thing about it though, I always learn. Don't let social media make you feel down about yourself or gas you up about yourself. You gotta be in the middle, because sometimes you might, you know what I'm saying, like the spoon you eating, that shit might be too full. Cause social media is gonna put a lot on that spoon. You know what I'm saying? Reality checks start hitting real fast, real bad. But anyways, enough of that.
Okay, so Botch and Pregnant said that Twitter and the Barbs, basically, that's who she talking to, gassed JT's head up, and she could not even outsell Gorilla Glue. But Gorilla only did 3,000 in per sales. No shade. JT did 10,000. JT did more. Not only that, fans were calling out Sweetie for allegedly copying Botch and Bitter's Like Trash freestyle. Let's take a listen to the snippet Sweetie recently put out.
fast, sip slow. 40-inch sweep that wind blow. Mawadi got me on my tiptoes. You dusty hoes need a lint roll. Hobby, minding my business, but still be the topic of your conversation. I had to fall back for a second, embrace it. Ask how I'm doing, I'm feeling amazing.
So she said, you dusty hoes need a lint roll. Now, botching bitters bozos, she says this.
Pissed off, little dusty ass hoes need a lip brush.
Okay? She said, you dusty hoes need a lint brush. Sweetie said lint roll. And a lot of fans are saying that she is copying Botchin' Pregnant. And as we know, Botchin' Pregnant does not like Sweetie. Okay? She's one of the few female rappers that, you know, Botchin' Pregnant doesn't acknowledge because allegedly she messed with Off the Cheat, or her friend messed with Off the Cheat. I heard it was the friend. And then on top of that, Botchin' Bitter said earlier this year that she had an issue with another, you know, female at the, I think, Oscar Vanity after party.
So far, it went smooth. It went smooth. It went smooth. I definitely ran into somebody. You know me. I don't play that. But I'll call you later because I'm on live.
So that was the same time around she took that picture with Icespxce when she thought her and Icespxce were cool. Okay? And then Icespxce got punked by Botchin' Pregnant and was forced to post a picture. And a lot of fans were speculating that she had an issue with Sweetie because she took a picture with Icespxce, but Sweetie was also at the after party. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, moving on to Queen B. SZA's SOS is now the best-selling album by a black female artist in the U.S. this year by total units, surpassing Queen B's Cowboy Carter. Wow. To me, SOS, no shade, is a classic album. Okay? Cowboy Carter is not a classic album. It's a good album, but it's not a classic. I think Renaissance is a better album than Cowboy Carter. And hopefully she go back to R&B for Act 3. Okay? But we got to take a second just to admire Queen B's beauty. Like, for 47 in real life and 42 or 41 on Google, whatever it says on Google, you know, Queen B is really the baddest in the game. You can say what you want, but Queen B looks very good for her age. Okay? She not falling off in her mid-30s like other artists or celebrities. She looked really, 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 really good. So, you know, she may not have the best-selling, you know, album of 2024 with Cowboy Carter, but she definitely looks the best in 2024, especially compared to these Instagram models. Now, moving on to Quainfish. Quainfish will be receiving Donkey of the Day. So she tweeted for no reason, when did female rap turn into this? And she posted a picture of the Mean Girls poster. And my whole thing with Quainfish is you act innocent, but you be part of the drama too. Let's not act like you didn't steal Dej Loaf's whole sound. Okay? Let's not act like you didn't do that. Let's not act like you wasn't talking junk about Nicki Minaj after she gave you a collaboration, Blick Blick, and you was talking junk about her and she found out about it. Isn't that being a little bit of a mean girl? I mean, somebody give you one of your biggest hits of your career and then you turn around and talk trash about them and they find out and you don't even give a public apology. I mean, if the disrespect was loud, okay, because it was made public by Nicki Minaj, you know, you should be able to apologize in public, okay, because you was also sneak dissing Nicki Minaj in tweets, okay? I remember that. So I feel like you act like a mean girl, but you be trying to act innocent. So Donkey of the Day to Quainfish, and that's why your career is hanging by a piece of thread. Your career is just like your no-neck daddies. You know, it doesn't exist. Benzino's career fell off, and so did yours. Shut up. Now, Katy Perry announced that her new single, Lifetimes, will be coming out August 9th. It will be coming out with a video. Let me know if you guys are excited about that one. It sounds better than Wonder Bread or Woman's World, whatever the first single was. But I don't know if this can take her out of the flopping hole. Okay? Now, she also named a few of her favorite songs. She said Woman, as we previously discussed, by D0JA, Energy by Queen Bee and Beam, F2F by SZA, Obsessed by Olivia Rodrigo, Super Freaky Girl by Nicki Minaj, We Can't Be Friends by Ariana, Lunch by Billy, Greedy by Tate McRae, Please 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 by Sabrina Carpenter, Water by Tyla, she got Alter Ego by JT and Dolce, Nasty by Tanaje. I feel like she just named songs that are popular. That's what I feel like she do. Based on this list, there's a lot of popular songs on here, and I feel like she named all the songs that were popular because I think she wants some collaboration. So shouting these people out, some of these people might reach out and ask for a collaboration with Katy. Mostly the smaller artists. So I think this was strategic. And she even got the chart obsessed racists on this list too, because she wants the Swifties to support her. So basically, Tory Lanez driver has finally came out and made a statement after he went MIA during the trial. Okay, now he back out. Jaquan, or whatever his name is, said, I was the driver and bodyguard for Mr. Daystar Peterson, who better known as Tory, in July of 2020. Mr. Peterson has been known to me for 7 years. At the time of the incident, I had worked for Mr. Peterson for 3 years. He has not only been an employer, but I also consider him to be a close personal friend. On July 12, 2020, I was asked to drive Mr. Peterson to home of Kylie Jenner, where Miss Megan P. and Kelsey were present. Mr. Peterson was at Miss Jenner's home for approximately 2 hours when I received a call to come pick up Kelsey and Megan. Miss P. and Miss Harrison and myself, Kelsey and Megan, left Miss Jenner's home, but I was asked by Megan to return because she stated that she had forgotten a shoe, aka she wanted to check up on Tory to see if he was trying to dip into the vanilla cream, aka Kylie. When we arrived at Miss Jenner's home at the time, Kelsey stayed in the car while Miss Pete exited. Miss Pete did not enter the home at the time as she went around the back to the pool area where Mr. Peterson was located. Both Miss Pete and Mr. Peterson returned to the car after a few minutes. Miss Pete was bickering, and I am unsure of the exact words she was saying. She seemed upset, okay, and the four of us left Kylie's residence. As I began to drive, Miss Pete started to fight with Mr. Peterson. They were going back and forth, and I remember Mr. Peterson saying to Miss Pete that he was going to tell Miss Harrison what was going on, aka Kelsey, and Tory messing around. And then Tory's bodyguard said, I do not remember what street we were on, but Miss Pete asked me to stop the vehicle. I did as she asked, and Miss Pete went to sit at a nearby bus stop. Mr. Peterson went and spoke with Miss Pete. After about 2 minutes, they returned to the car and I began driving again. Miss Pete started the argument again, and Miss Harrison asked what was going on. Mr. Peterson told her that he and Miss Pete had been dating and being intimate, aka having sex. Miss Harrison, aka Kelsey, was upset by this, and she and Mr. Peterson had been dating in the same manner prior to any relationship with Miss Pete. Miss Pete and Miss Harrison began fighting. I pulled over to stop them. Miss Pete and Miss Harrison both got out of the vehicle and continued to fight, both verbally and physically. I broke up the fight and was pulling Miss Pete towards the back of the car. I saw Miss Harrison with the gun in her hand. Miss Peterson ran from behind Miss Pete and myself towards Miss Harrison. Mr. Peterson and Miss Harrison began struggling as Mr. Peterson tried to unarm Miss Harrison. I was still pulling Miss Pete and did not see who shot the weapon. I was lucky I was not harmed. And in my opinion, Miss Pete was also fortunate. The whole incident happened so quickly within just a couple of minutes. I wanted to present this evidence during Mr. Peterson's trial, but was prevented from doing so as the district attorney was not ready to cross-examine me. And later, they did not call me due to the holiday and the court schedule. I believe I should have been allowed to present this evidence at trial, and this was submitted December 2023. So let me know how y'all feel about this. My whole thing is, I understand he was prevented from, showing evidence in court, but there got to be some sort of video around. Okay? Allegedly there's a video and we haven't seen it. I don't think we'll ever see the real video, but the video needs to drop. So let me know how y'all feel about it. I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in description on the Olympics. And I hope you guys have an amazing day.